Hello. Well, I often thought that a really good toy is one which extends a child, that utilises a child's imagination, abilities in drawing and thinking up stories, writing, all these kinds of things. And not only creative skills, but those of expression as well. Well, I've thought of a toy today, a model television set, in fact, which I think does all these things for a child. Not only is it good fun to make one of these things, but you can, a child can draw on it and make up stories and generally spell out a good yarn or what have you. Now, we're going to make that with a cardboard carton, and I've got one here, and I've marked it up for the kinds of things that we'll need to, apertures to cut out and things to do to it. Now, the important thing about this is that it should be fairly high, or rather higher than it is wide, and the aperture here shouldn't come too far to the side of the box. We ought to have plenty of room there because, in fact, we're going to put some rods here that are going to hold the program on. So I'll just cut this aperture out. I've done a bit of pre-cutting, and that should come away inside there. That also, at the back, we're going to have to cut some cardboard away, and I've also cut that one out earlier. Now, it's important to leave plenty of space around there, but enough room to be able to get inside, and that's because if we don't do that, the box will lose its rigidity and become a bit floppy. Now, the next stage of the game is to cut some holes at the top of this box, and these are to let the rods that hold the program inside to the box. And we'll do that, we'll remove those. There it is. The thing is about ready to work. The next thing we need to do is to make some nests that these rods are going to sit inside the box in and turn on. So we'll use this card for that purpose. The card is bent into a circlet, a little circlet like this. We'll put some glue on it, and the trick about this is that the cardboard shouldn't be too wide. The temptation would be to make quite a deep sort of circlet, one that's quite long. Well, don't actually make one that's rather too long because we need plenty of space to get that thing inside. It should fit snugly around the rod like so, and then when we've got it to that stage and glued together, we'll cut some feet in it like this. We'll just slice it away here. Oops, coming in unstuck there we go. And there's a reason for this. We're going to make a surface which we can glue down, and that will give us plenty of room to glue this to the bottom of the box. Like so. Now we'll put glue on those, and it's ready to go inside the box. Well, actually, I've pre-inserted some of these into the box so they'll be well and truly glued by the time we come to put these inside. Incidentally, these rods are simply rolled up paper. Rolled up paper, a piece of rolled up newspaper or card will do the job. Now the next thing is to place this inside the box, and we're going to put a program sheet on it. So perhaps I should show you first how this settles inside. If we hold that here, you can look inside the box and possibly see just how that fits inside. There it is, fitted inside the circlet, and we can see that moving around. That's going to hold the program. No trouble at all. Now I'll take some paper, a strip of paper, on which we're going to draw the program. This can be, 20 yards long if you like. It can be as long as you like, but for this purpose, I'm just going to have a small length here. All right, again, we'll turn it around. Now, here, we've got to be a bit careful. I really need 3 hands to do this sort of job, but I want to be able to show you quite clearly how you can mark this up. It's got to cover the aperture of the television set, you see, television screen. And we're going to mark that rod so we know where to attach the paper. About there, be right. Okay. Having got it to that stage, we must attach this very securely, piece of paper. And this is why it's been important to leave enough room for that in the nests, so that will fit into the nest and also fit up into the holes at the top of the box. And I'll put this one on this end. That should be equidistant, like so. Good. And I'll secure that here. Now we really must make sure that that's fastened down. And we'll roll these together. There we go. And we'll insert them inside the box. That's the next trick. Hope you can see this fairly clearly. Sorry, I'm doing it the wrong way around. Here we go. Put that up through there. And we'll put this up through here. And they'll fit into the nests at the bottom there. If I've managed this properly. There we go. And that one fits in there just fine. Now if I turn that around, we should see the program move forward. Well, that's the principle of the thing. You can see how that works, and we'll just move to our set over here, finally just to move the program on a wee bit. And the pleasurable thing about this is, of course, decorating the box up so that it's painted up and it looks more or less authentic. You can put bits of trim in. This is aluminium foil and bits of coloured paper and some toothpaste tube tops and pieces of wood I've just stuck along here and painted. That's a lot of fun for a child to do, and of course it'll be even more fun making the program. Well, I hope you've enjoyed watching the series, and as much as I've enjoyed presenting them, and as I say, I've enjoyed it very much. You may wish to have the plans for some of these things, and if you were to write to us at Make and Do, care of P.O. Box 2606 Christchurch, we'll put them in the mail for you and have them out to you before very long. Well, that's all. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.